Hello everyone. This is Soul Silver 17 here. Let me first like usual. I do not own this picture. I own the thumbnail, I just now own the pictures. Yeah. So, this is not a video. I just want to say this real quick. Naruto universe is screwed. Because, well, it's Godzilla, the king of all monsters. So, yeah, I just want to explain a couple things real quick. Other monsters are going to be in here, like Khan, Mothra, King. Uh, I'm just saying, I'm gonna have to look up these names because I know them. I know them. I just need to remember them because I need a minute. But it's gonna be like Khan, Mothra, other monsters from Godzilla's world are gonna be coming into here, but they're not going to be. How can I say this right? They don't have any their old appearances. They have seals on them. So I'm gonna say this right now: King Khan, basically just not Gara, just basically Mike Guy. I don't know why, I can just see it. Khan is Mike Guy in this world. So yeah, so basically, Godzilla was the only last monster alive. Everyone's been dead. Like all of his friends or whoever are dead. The king of all monsters finally dies. He gets reincarnated. So yeah, this is where we're starting off on when he's passing into the next world. So yeah, anyways, let's just get into this what if. So this is what if Naruto is the reincarnation of Godzilla, and like you all know, I like to keep the memories of all the reincarnations because it's a lot more easier for me. I don't have to do freaking some dumb crap. That was my bone that cracked on my shoulder. But yeah, anyways, let's go. So, as like I said, Godzilla is passing into the next world, and he's just thinking, I'm getting reincarnated. How funny. I wonder if I'm gonna be a human. Small and pathetic. Great. As for some reason, Godzilla's in a room. It has water underneath his, not covering him, but it's only like at his feet. He can feel it as he's looking around, and it's like a sewer type of area. As right in front of him, he notices there's a man in a robe floating in the air with 6 black, chakra orbs. So the chakra orbs are floating underneath him, as he's even having a staff on his, he's in a, he crossing his legs, so cross legs position, the staff is on him, like legs, as he just goes, interesting. I've never seen a creature like you, nor will I ever again. I mean, there have been a few others that came into this world besides you, but you're different. You're older. You're stronger. You're more powerful than them. As Godzilla just says, yes, I am. I am the king of all monsters. Godzilla. Who are you, human? As he just says, I am the sage of 6 paths. You could say a god of this world, but not truly. My mother was, and I put her into the moon, sealed her into it. So, technically, somewhat of a god. I'm able to even live after death. And he goes, wait, you're dead? Godzilla was just like shocked. He goes, I never met a human that ever could live after death. And as he goes, yes, you're about to be reincarnated into to become the boy of prophecy. And also my reincarnation of my own, and also the reincarnation of my son. And he goes, wait, what? Long story short, my oldest son hated that my one that could not do much became the next stage of 6 paths. So basically, he declared that he will always fight his brother, and yeah, so that's how it is. They're in a perpetual cycle of fighting each other, and you're gonna be the next reincarnation of him. He goes, so wait, I'm getting dragged into a world where I'm gonna have to be able. I'm gonna have to fight because of this perpetual cycle between two brothers. He goes, yes and no. It's your choice, really. But here's the thing. I gotta tell you something. Godzilla? He goes, yes, that's my name. Don't wear it out. I'm having some fun. If you guys don't want to know, it's because I got my work done. I'm good to go. And I want to make this what if. So I'm having a little bit of fun at this part. Because Godzilla's still baffled by the whole entire thing of like how this person can understand him and how he's dead. So yeah. So anyways, he goes, I'm gonna have to seal you. Not like seal you. There are things in this world that have people in this world that can seal a mighty tail beast inside a human. No, the what seal I'm putting on you, it's sealing your own strength. And it will basically condense what you are right now as a soul into the form of the child who you will become. No, just to let you know, this seal will have two stages. One is you'll get some of the appearance of, well, what you are, but not truly. It's like you grow a little bit of scales or claws get sharper, well, fingernails get longer, your teeth will get changed a little bit. And the second stage will just be you'll grow your spikes on your back, your eyes will be reptilian-like, and your power will be mostly out, but you have to get stronger to handle it. Because in this world, there's a thing called chakra. And your power and that may destroy your body, as Godzilla thinks that would be bad. So he thinks the Sage of Six Paths, and so he says, please do so. I don't want to die at a young age. Like, I'm just born and I'm dead. Like, right away. As, Sage of Six Paths say, yes. Yes, you would. And so, he puts a seal on him. As the seal is absorbing all of Godzilla's power, he notices that it's a different type of power than chakra. So he asks, what is this power? It was radiation, nuclear power. I've kind of fed on that a little bit. I think if I remember correctly, Godzilla did technically absorb nuclear energy. And nuclear power. So radiation. So yeah. So basically that's what he says, and that was like my power source. As he goes, well, tweaking this seal also tweaks it to the point where you have your own, but it won't affect anyone. Right? Is Godzilla not saying I did cause a lot of havoc because of it? So he goes, yeah, it won't affect anyone, everyone will be safe, and yeah. So, mighty Godzilla, king of monsters, I wish you luck, and we'll meet again. And he goes, same here, Sage of Six Paths. And he just asks, wait, how much strength will I have? Well, when you're born, you'll only have 1%. By the time you're 4, you'll have 10%, and then you just work from there. That's when it stops growing. You have to train a whole lot to get your full strength. Also, you may be able to summon a spike that was on your back to a certain area, or would you like me to summon it for you? Because there will be something in there that will help you out immensely. Consider it a happy birthday gift for being born into a new world. As he says it like that, as Godzilla just looks at him and goes like, thank you, and why did you have to say it like that? He goes, I don't know. I'm old. I have to have some form of entertainment. He goes, I get you on that one. I mean, I was the last of my kind. Humans completely forgot about me. I protected them from many monsters, beings who came to invade, and I mean, they forgot about me, but it's because I've been dormant for many years, and I was old, I was tired, I wanted to sleep. So he goes, ah, so you're a protector of humanity. He goes, yes and no. I protected the Earth. Humans were just a part of it. That's all. Protected the planet, basically. And he goes, I see, I see. Alright then. Farewell, Godzilla. May we meet again. As you know, Godzilla does bow and says, same to you, Sage. As you know, he fully disappears. He took the form of Naruto, but with this, with basically a Stage 2, and it had like, spikes were on the back of him. He was able, and his hair was a more grayish black. Basically, Godzilla's, scale color. He did have a few scales. Claws were like, sharp, and he had no tail. I don't really think I should give it, but if someone says make him have a tail, then I'll just, that'd be weird, but I mean, well, alright, I mean, I don't really want to. That's why I'm gonna give him a weapon made from his spike that will harness more of his power that a tail could. So yeah, anyways. Actually, two things. So yeah, anyways. As everything, when Naruto was born, everything goes to canon. But the only thing is, though, Naruto is the youngest. Well, Godzilla is the youngest. He's gonna be called Naruto, but he may take the name Godzilla as a nickname, or not, depending. Name Godzilla. But yeah, so if you guys gonna wonder why was Godzilla so, well, no, he wasn't chill. He was mostly confused. So that's it. He was just like processing what he said, and yeah. But basically, so Nakara, Menma, still the same people. Menma gets 50%, Nakara gets 50%. But the only reason why is they did not give Naruto anything, because when Naruto's eyes were open, Kushina and Minato saw a power beyond imagine that they could have imagined. And when the Nightales was about to try to stab them, Naruto, or should I say Godzilla, only as a baby, not even that month, not even that, long of old, shot a fireball out of his mouth, hitting the Nine Tails. And it was a strong blast that the Nine Tails was like, what? What was that? How did that baby shoot out this fireball at me? And Godzilla smirked and says, stupid fox. You're nothing compared to me. And so that's how they sealed up, the Nine Tails into both of their children, as basically they were like praising Naruto right away. Like they called Naruto their precious son. So yeah, so the whole time when they were growing up, Naruto had a lot more strength than normal kids should. So he got chakra control training very early. Not even 4 years old, 3 years old, he started his training in chakra control, which turns out he had a lot of, and he, he basically knew how to talk at the age of 4, like everyone else. He knew how to do everything. Kushina Minato started his training. Nakara and Menma didn't understand it. So, the villagers hated Naruto in this. They don't care if, the fourth Hokage and his wife are alive. They see the whiskers and think, oh, he's the demon. He's a demon brat. Which Nakara and Menma do have whiskers too, but it's like, they think of them as the saviors of this village. But every time when someone tries to, hurt Naruto or stab him, the kunai always breaks. Like, no matter what, it's gonna be like, Naruto doesn't understand. Well, Godzilla doesn't understand it. They don't understand it, and so we're going to the place where he's in the woods, as he's just sitting there with nature, as he thinks, why can I not get hurt by these people? My strength is sealed. And it should be not even 10% yet. But still, is my strength, condensed down to a new body? My skin, it was the same way when I was, well, alive in my home world. The same way here. I need answers. If only I can contact him again. As the stage of Six Pass does appear, he goes, "Ah, Godzilla. It's been a while." He goes, as he opens up his eyes, he goes, "It's been a while too. I mean, yes, it has been a while, Sage. I have questions for you, and I need answers, if you don't mind me asking." He goes, "None at all. Please, let me know." He goes, "Well, why is I'm so durable, even though I'm human." He goes, "Godzilla, your strength was so immense. That's why the seal would cannot hold that extra 10%. That also means your body is physically stronger automatically. You're more durable than most people. You can never get hurt by any weapon, not even if it's coated by chakra. You are older than any of the monsters that are here. And also, have you found your friend Khan?" As Godzilla nods, he goes, he's a human named Mike Guy. He remembers who he is and how he fights. He adapted to a human body, and his fighting style is, well, he acts the way that everyone thinks, well, who Mike Guy is, but in actuality, when it comes to him being by himself, that's when Kong comes out. He fights like his old self. Just seeing him fight like that once brought back memories. As Godzilla remembers when him and Kong fought and how they even teamed up a couple of times. He smiled at this. He goes, and then, basically, the Sage of Six Paths asks him, "Is that all you want to know?" He goes, "No. Also, what type of weapon are you making me?" He goes, "What type of weapons I'm making you too?" He goes, "Really?" He goes, "Yes. Now, your strength is going to be coming to 10% soon, so be careful." He goes, I know. Also, my parents are teaching me chakra control at the age of 3. I'm already 4 now. Somehow, in some way, instead of boosting my strength, I am decreasing it with chakra. How does that even work? As the Sage of Six Paths is like, what? That's possible? As Godzilla was like, really? You don't know? I was like, no, I didn't know that was even possible. Who helped you? Who invented this idea? He was like, Minato Namikaze, my dad. And Kushina Uzumaki. I mean, they're technically training my 2 siblings. Both of them hate me. This village hates me. And I don't really care. I mean, no one can ever hurt me. So why should I? As the Sage of Six Paths is baffled by Kushina and Minato, but at the same time he's impressed. He goes like, yes, true. Anyways, goodbye, Godzilla. See you next time. And Godzilla just waves bye. So he gets up and he just starts walking back to the village. He gets to the gate as the guards there are saying, "Oh, Naruto, hello." And he goes, "Hi, how's everyone doing today?" As the 2 guards saying, "Oh, we're doing fine, just a little bit bored. Hey, you mind if picking me up something?" He was like, "Yeah, sure, but same place, same store." He's like, "Yeah, please." He's all right, I'll help you out, but you owe me one. He's like, "Thanks, Naruto." So he gives Naruto some money, and Naruto goes over and buy him a sandwich in the store as they, say, "Naruto." He was like, "Hey guys, what's up?" So, they get him they give him the sandwich that the guy wanted, the same one. And so he gives him and he thanks Naruto. And then he goes to Ichiraku Ramen. Hey, even though he's Godzilla, he still loves ramen. That ain't changing that. So yeah. So, he thanks them for the ramen. And, he goes home. He sees Nakara and Menma just training. Kushina's strength is, well, very strong, so she's holding back against him, and he can tell. Naruto can tell this, as he's just thinking, pathetic. As then he's like looking at Nakara, she's trying so hard. She really wants to like get stronger. As he sees this and he goes, wow, look at her. She really is trying her hardest. As Mema, yeah, as he sees Mema, then pushes her out of the way, and as Kushina's like, Nakara, Mema does, hit, his mom. Because that was the thing. She says, if you hit me once, you guys don't do no chores. So, that was her training session, like, just trying to read her patterns and movements and, try to use, like, chakra to speed up and such. So, when Mema pushed, Nakara, this is, like, something, Godzilla just got an irritation on him. He is ready to fire a Nova Blast, or Atomic Blast. And he's like, keep it in. Keep it in. And then he goes over to his room and starts to since he's allowed to take out books from the library, so he does. He takes out a couple of taijutsu books and some hand signs. Because he's been training his mind, he's been meditating. And Minato thought, hey, why not give him the multi-shot clone jutsu? And he's been abusing that. He's been abusing it so much with chakra control. So it's like, hey, he has more chakra than Minato right now. Yes, I am doing this. He's the king of all monsters. What are you gonna expect me to do? So yeah. So, years, this is when he was 4. When he was 5, he got 10% and stopped. He did not feel no more strength grow. And so 2 years pass. 2 years. They're in an academy. Menma has been extremely cocky over something which Godzilla does not know. There's Nakara. Nakara calls, basically he's walking by him, and she goes, hey, demon, are you coming home? Or you can go out and, be with your friends. He was like, Nakara, please, don't do this. It's your birthday. She goes, yeah, and I would love it if you just died. As she walks away, as then all of a sudden, Shikamaru comes over and goes like, man, what a drag you have to deal with her. As he goes, she's not that bad. Emma's the worst. I mean, she just calls me demon. She tries to freaking hit me. You know how many times he has legit broken his hand from hitting me? As they laugh, Shikamaru laughs at this and goes like, because your brother's an idiot. How the frick are you related, he asks. He goes, I don't know. He just doesn't train in chakra control. He trains in brute strength. If he meditates and tries to control his chakra, maybe he'll get a few more brain cells. As Shikamaru says, so true. As they leave the room. So, this specific day is something that Naruto, what Godzilla does do. Mema knows the secret. I'm just gonna tell you that he knows the secret, really, and he never told Nakara. So yeah, so Naruto has been able to go within the mindscape of his sister or brother for some reason. He's able to use his chakra that he basically has put on them, because this is what he can do. He figured out he can put his chakra on them into their chakra system, and then basically when he meditates, he basically can go into their mindscape. And he's been talking to the fox. One side with the side that's with Menma, which is the bad side, and the one that's the good side is with Nakara. And so he goes talk to both of them. You know, but today is, Nakara's birthday, and so what he does is he goes over to Nakara's mindscape this day, and when he enters, he goes, Karama, wake up, you stupid fox. As Karama's eyes open, he goes like, lizard, when will you just stop? Because he told Kurama who he was. He goes, like, you're in a cage while I'm free. How does it feel to be a tame beast? He was like, if this cage wasn't, in the way and I had my full power, I will rip you to shreds. He goes, I'm the king of monsters. A simple blast from my fire breath, at full power with you, left you with some burnt fur and damage. You really think you can hurt me? As Kurama just growls because he knows he's right. And so he goes, why are you here? He goes, my sister's weak. And my brother, well, my so-called brother, has been hurting her. I've been noticing that. He keeps on calling her weak, and her training has been, well, always interrupted because of him. And so, I decided that I'm gonna weaken your seal enough to let her talk to you. You can teach her. As Kurama's eyes, one eye, basically widened, but both eyes widened, he was like, are you crazy? She will never. As he goes, there's only one way to find out. So he puts in his chakra into it, and then like the seal's starting to get weaker, but it's not very weak. It won't like be like, hey, the seal's weakening. It's basically gonna like break, like in so many days or so many hours. But yeah, hold on. Alright, so as Carl's going like, wait, how is he able to do this? As then all of a sudden you hear Nakara, as she goes, wait, where am I? What's going on? What's happening? As Naruto looks at her, he goes like, welcome to your mindscape. Mindscape, dear sister. As she looks at Naruto, as she sees the cage as Kurama is there, she goes, the Nine Tails? As Naruto goes, I thought you knew. Because he did overhear Kushina and Minato talking to Menma about it, and then like asking them to tell Nakara, as he left, so he didn't know what Menma was saying afterwards. As Naruto says, didn't Menma tell you? She goes, tell me what? He goes, about you're the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. She goes, no, I don't. Wait, that means you're no demon. And she drops her knees and then she starts. But let's just say she had like a little. She doesn't like to be mean to people unless they deserve it. So since she knows Naruto did not deserve it, she has a little panic attack. Because she's a very kind person. Like this Nakura making it is like she's so kind. It's basically would be a shock if she ever like cursed. So what happens is Naruto speed over there very well in an instant, which shocks her. As he's hugging her already. He goes, "Shh, it's okay, it's fine." And she goes, "No, no, it's not." And he just says, "It's fine." I'm not, well, entirely saying you're wrong, but you're not right either. I mean, you're not wrong, but you're not right either. She was like, wait, what do you mean? He was like, how can I explain this? I am called Godzilla in one life, in which it's, as he tries to figure out a way to put this, it was, alright, do you mind if I, well, change the mind skip up a little bit? She goes, no, not at all. As he basically snaps his fingers as it's a city. Which Carl goes like, wait, what is this? What are all these trees? Those buildings? Because what are buildings? He goes, places where you live in Fox. As Knockbars go like, sorry. As he snaps his fingers again, as there's trees and forests all around. As Kurama does say, this is nice. And then so She goes, okay, so what do you want to tell me? Or explain to me about this. He goes, alright. So he basically forms a little mini version of his old self, and he explains about who he was and how he became the king of all monsters. She is shocked and amazed, and she goes, wow, my little bro is so amazing. As he pats her on the head, and he goes, yep, I know I am. And she goes, stop it, stop patting me on the head. I'm supposed to do that to you. She makes a pouty face, and he's like, oh, someone's upset. She goes, no, I'm not. He goes, yeah, you are. You're a good sister. And so he looks at Kurama. He goes like, all right, there, Fox. As he walks back to the seal, he goes like, here's the thing. Even though I only weakened it enough, so that way you can talk to her, my sister, you're going to, as he's stepping into the cage, which Kurama goes like, now's my chance. As he tries to throw a claw at, Naruto, as he just smacks that claw to the side, which shocked him. Well, not him, which shocked Kurama and Nakara. As then he basically goes, "You're gonna help train my sister with me, and you're not gonna try anything. Because if you do, I'm coming in here and I'm going to show you a fight of your life. Because I may be only having 10%, but that's still enough to kick your face into the curve. I should say." He was like, "Why you?" He was like, "So, you want me to show you up, or do you want to, not have any problems?" As Kurama says, "Fine. You got, you win this time, lizard." He was like, "Great. Now then, Nakura, we should wake up. It's morning. And so, let's start training after school, or after the academy, alright?" She nods, she goes, "Alright, she goes, alright, Naruto." And so, they wake up, they get ready for school, at the academy, they leave basically. They start chatting on the way. He tells her stories about it. He meets Mike Guy. Mike Guy be like, "Wait, this presence, this cannot be." As he looks, because when Naruto passed him, he sensed it. As then Naruto smiles and he goes like, "What?" Which Nakura asks, "Wait, what's wrong?" Naruto was like, "An old friend of mine just realized who I am." And he basically hears my guy saying, "Godzilla!" As then he goes, "Khan!" As he turned around and said that. As my guy runs over, picks up Godzilla and starts hugging him. And she goes, somebody help my little brother." He then all of a sudden got my guy, puts him down. He goes like, "It's been so long." He goes, "Yeah, how have you been?" He was like, "I'm in great. You?" Living out my years as a human. Fun. He goes, "Yes. So, anything new happened to you besides it?" He was like, nah, just some annoying Uchiha kid. That's all. Along with a brother who is basically has the ego as the same size of Uchiha. So yeah, the same size as my brother. But Menma's ego is the same size as this Uchiha. That's what I meant to say. I think I said that right the first time, but yeah. Whew. No, not falling asleep. But anyways, he goes, when you grow up and become a full almost adult, let's fight. He goes, "Yep, sure thing." And so they go to the academy. Menma woke up late. He says, "What are you doing to wake me up?" And they both said, "You never asked." And so what happens is, after school, he takes Nakara to a training ground. They start training, and slowly but surely, Nakara is getting stronger, along with basically Godzilla's powers returning. And so, let's say, yes, okay. So, right around, we're doing a time skip to when he's 10. His basic Nakara has increased in strength and power and chakra, which is leagues and leagues ahead of Menma. He's mad and he's wondering how, how they get becoming so strong. And so, the Chiha massacre did not happen. Danzo listened to Shinsui, and it planned worked. So yeah, Danzo has also seen Naruto train with Nakura, and which, well, it's pretty easy to tell that Naruto's always holding back against his sister. So yeah. Anyways, Danzo knows about Naruto. Well, his power, not power, but just what he's capable of. So yeah. He doesn't like do much. He just watches Naruto and Nakura, make sure nothing happens. That's it. Yeah, like I was saying though, when he's 10 to about to turn 11, there is a glowing light in the force of death. Nobody knows what it is, but Naruto does. And so he says he's gonna go over and check. He basically, just says to Naruto he's gonna go to the force of death and he's gonna be right back. She goes, alright, just be careful. So he leaves. And what happens is there are ninjas there, even with Haruzen, as this is like right in front of the gate and canyon with the force of death. As basically Haruzen and multiple different ninjas have tried to gone in, and he goes, "Oh, Lord Third, none of you will get in there. Let me handle this." As he was saying, Naruto, he basically walks right through this with no problem. He's like, "Wait, what?" As basically there is his spike that was off his now that he gave the sage just 6 paths, as there's a handle, in the shard. So he goes over to it. He takes this, and well, all of a sudden a name pops into his head. Yes, I am making a Bleach reference. As basically he says, Honshu! I just said it weirdly and I wanted to say it like that. Well, he screams out Honshu as, basically all of a sudden the sword starts to glow as he rips it out of the spike. As basically it's glowing with a bright blue with symbols on it. And then he looks over to the side, there's also another something glowing that has symbols and blue on it. So he takes it doesn't have a name, so he just takes it out of the shard, as in there's a bow. And he goes, interesting. And he puts it on his back. As the sword, he goes, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but let's try this. So he puts the sword on his back, and for some reason there is a sheath to be there for it. As he goes, interesting. So he leaves. I mean, he doesn't leave. The entire light disappears. They see Naruto with a bow and a sword, and he's like, and it's a Honshu broadsword. So yeah. So basically, he's like, they're asking like, what is that? He goes, a weapon. No, they said, what's that? He goes, a spike. As it's basically, I think this basically says, and no one's gonna ever use this. As a what? And then basically he fires a atomic blast, which destroys it and vaporizes it completely. Which was a quick one, even though he is not in second form and is not able to charge. It was a quick Nova Blast that is technically, though, 10% it does destroy it. So yeah. Which everyone's shocked by this. Donzo goes like, interesting. What type of jutsu was that? He goes, did you sense any chakra in it? He goes like, no. He goes, then it wasn't chakra. And basically, he does notice, goes like, huh, no radiation. Alright. So yeah, so basically, he basically leaves, but body flickers away, which kind of shocks him, not Menma, but Kushina and Minato did teach Nakura, Menma, and Naruto how to do the body flicker. They have also been trained in Naruto. His chakra control, they have learned that is so good because of the overusing of the shadow clones. the multi-shadow jutsu, basically, and him training his body to get even stronger. So right now he's at 15% of power too. So yeah, when he's searching, he's gonna train even harder, which he has been training hard because of his strength. He needs to try to get 100% back. But the curse, but the seal will always be there. He did talk to the sage again. He asked about the seal, would it always be there? He goes, yes, because if your true form was revealed, it may cause a stir, and we cannot have you die at all. Besides, I love these little chats with you. You're the one person who is actually my friend right now. As he had his head down when Sage Path says this, as Godzilla laughs. So yeah, so Nakura has always been kind to Naruto ever since they were 7, which Mema's kind of even more mad because he does not like Naruto at all. He's a lot different. He's cold to a lot of people, but with Shikamaru, Choji, even Kiba, he can be cold with sometimes, but other times he's not. Ino is one of the girls that talks to Naruto. Sakura is still a freaking fan of Sasuke, but Sasuke in this one, the massacre did not happen, like I said, and well, he's still the same Sasuke, but a little bit more happier. Hold on. Yeah, that was as I was saying. So yeah, so Naruto. Well, Sasuke has been like that, but Naruto and Nakura and Mema have been learning different styles of jutsus. From Minato and Kushina, Nakura and can do those Maki chains, while Mema has a harder time doing it. Naruto automatically did it on one shot, but his chains had glowing blue off of them, like little fires were coming off of it. So yeah, that was when he was younger too. But yeah, so they're impressed. But yeah, so after Naruto, sees Nakura, she goes like, "What the? What are those?" He goes, "Weapons for me. Come on, let's go." As they get back to the village, they get home. Minato was notified by Hiruzen by these weapons, as he's like, "Naruto, you are too young for these. We're going to put them in a special place." He goes, "In my room. Nothing else, Dad." He does respect them, but this is like our weapons that he's holding dear because he was like a gift from the sage, his friend. So he's like being like cold to his dad. He was like, "Yes, your room. Like, what do you think I was gonna do? Take them, put them in a safe, and never let you use them? No, you're gonna put them in your room, train with them, and then you can take them on missions. Heck, you can take them to the academy if you want. I don't care." As Mema goes like, "Wait, why is he allowed to have weapons and I don't? I should be able to have them." As Naruto says, 1, because I ain't a jerk, 2, because I actually respect my sister, and 3, because I actually helped her find out that she is the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, which you never told. And basically, he just walks away as, well, let's just say Mema's like, "How the frick did he know that?" And then Kushina and Minato look at him and is like, "You're grounded." He's like, "But no." As they go over to tell Nakura, well, say they apologize to her. She goes, "Don't worry, Naruto's been helping me, along with Kurama." He's like, "What?" As well, Kurama and her have been getting along very well. She talks to him a lot, and she makes some jokes. He laughs at it, and it's like, hey, they're friends. So yay, friends with Kurama and Nakura. So yeah. And, well, he's always, happy around her. And basically, he said, when he comes out of his room, he does tell, he did learn a few seal jutsu, so basically he put a seal onto, his wall with them, and then he basically put his own chakra, which it can only be done by him, no one else. Menma cannot take his weapons. So, he comes out, he goes, "So, Nakura, we'll get some ramen?" She goes, "Ramen, yes!" As they run out of the house. As he goes, Menma goes, "I want ramen. Ramen." As Krishna goes, "I'll make you some." And he goes, "Mom's ramen's the best." But then he says, "But I like Ichiroku's better." As then Krishna says, "What did you say?" He was like, "I didn't say nothing." Which it was all in his head though. So she's like, "You said something in your head." And he's like, "No, I didn't." She goes, "Yes, you did. Tell me what you said and you won't get beaten." He's like, Ichiraku drums was better. She goes, fair enough. Because she even admits that it's better than her ramen. So yeah. So, you know, they. So while they're eating, Sakura's just there, Ino and Sasuke, Shikamaru and Choji. And even though, Godzilla, aka Naruto, did say Hinata does not stalk him, like she did with Naruto in canon. So yeah, so basically though, you know, Ino said Ino says, Naruto, hey! He because she was just walking out, but now she's staying. So, he goes, what's up guys? What's up? As he sees Sakura, he goes, Haruno. She goes, Naruto? They don't get along, everyone knows this. And she goes, as then Sasuke goes, Naruto, dope, come on, please. Don't start a fight with her now. He was like, fine, I won't start a fight with Forehead. And she goes, what was that lizard breath? As he goes, oh, you want to go, Pink Banshee? As, dude, they're like getting into an argument. It's like that sort of thing, and it's like the most funniest thing. Because it used to be Ino and her, but now it's Naruto and her. Which Ino was like, he steals my thunder. Why? And then all of a sudden, they both just start laughing a little. Sakura goes like, why do we even hate each other again? And he was like, I don't know. I mean, you like Sasuke, and I don't think he's better than anyone else in this village. As he goes, hey, just because I'm an Uchiha elite, you should be thinking I'm better. He was like, dude, that's your ego talking. You're not. You're like my brother. He was like, oh no, I am nothing like that loser. He goes, really? He has the same size of an ego like you. He was like, wait, what? He goes, yeah. He thinks he's better than me and my sister, so he's obsessed with power. He's like, okay, yep. You're right. I'm gonna rid of my ego. That's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna try. He was like, good. Now, here's the thing. Let's eat! As, he orders a bowl. Well, him and Nakara order a bowl of the largest bowl at Ichiraku ramen. So, yeah. So, anyways. Let's do another time skip to when they're 13. Memma has gotten stronger. Nakara has gotten even stronger and even control over 5 tails because of Naruto. Naruto has gained 20% of his power back. He has been able to use the weapons properly, and Sasuke has gotten rid of his ego. Sakura and him are dating because of canon. And I don't know, because I can't put Sakura with Naruto in this one. Because one, how could she handle a freaking king of monsters? She's useless. All the time. And she's not super strong yet, so yeah. And Naruto and her don't like each other. And let's just say, during this time in class, though, the day at the academy, they say, hey, demon freak, you're gonna lose, you're gonna fail, and I'm gonna enjoy it when you do. As Naruto goes, yeah, and just imagine I rip out your guts and feed them to you. As he goes, wait, what? He goes, you heard me. You wanna test it out? He goes, no. He goes, then shut it. He goes, right. And so, Sakura says, that's kind of brutal and cold. He goes like, he started it. He said, I know. Naruto's been sitting next to Naruto, which her friends are like, why? As in, I want to make it someone. I don't want to make it, a monster because they're all, the monsters, because he became the king, all the monsters are friends with him. So, I want to say it's just someone in Naruto's universe, but it's just not Hinata. It's, somebody else. In the classroom, I cannot make it 10-10. We're gonna do a Tamari. Yeah, we're doing a Tamari ship in this. Well, maybe a Tamari ship. You guys let me know. But yeah, so basically, the whole entire the same thing goes with in canon. Mizuki is not doing anything because one, he can tell Naruto is strong. Then he's holding back because he's trying to be dead last. That's all. He doesn't really care. But his academics are really good. His physical strength is off the charts. So Mizuki's like, I'm not messing with him. Freak it. So yeah, boom. He aces it. He, aces everything else. Rookie of the year. And he gets his headband. His father's proud of him. So he wants to give all of his children a gift. And the guy who insulted Naruto fails. As then Naruto just says, so, who's gonna enjoy something when someone failed? Oh, yeah, me. I, I'm enjoying your suffering. He goes, as basically the case, like, this guy's brutal. He threatened to kill me. And then he's insulted me and what I said. Why me? I mean, to be honest, it's natural, but yeah, anyways. So, after that, everyone sees Naruto walking out Nakara with Minato. Kushina is there waiting for them. Mema is hanging out with his friends. She congratulates both Nakara and, Naruto. Mema, she wants to, but he's not there. So, yeah. So, anyways. So, well, here's the thing. He says, he looks like Kushina, Minato. Kushina nods, and he goes, Nakara? Naruto? I want to teach you two of my jutsus. One's it's basically like a spatial jutsu. I am able to teleport with a seal, and the other one is a jutsu that is unfinished, which I think both of you could perfect. As Naruto just grins, he goes like, alright, I'm interested. Which Kushina and Minato do know about the child of prophecy. They don't want to say anything, because this was when they were younger, before they even had their 3 kids. They were told this by Jiraiya and they've been keeping that secret, so yeah. So basically, when they get back home, Naruto, takes off his jacket, throws in his room. He goes outside to the training area. Nakara, has her hair up in ponytails. Minato says, alright, let me teach you the Rasengan first. So, as he explains it and how to do it, Naruto does the motions, so does Nakara, as basically, they get the whole entire thing done, in which then, they're able to, get the feel of the Rasengan, the motions of it, and, they're able to form it. He goes, good. Now, try to add some elemental chakra in it. And Naruka. Oh. And now my brain, I'm starting to get tired now. Yeah, Nakara, hold on. Yeah, Nakara is, doesn't know what elemental jutsu are, but Naruto says, fireball jutsu, wind bullet, water dragon, earth bullet, lightning style. Those. She goes, oh, yeah, sorry. He goes, it's no problem, sis. And so, first, Minato says, first we gotta find out what your chakra natures are. And so, Nakara's chakra natures are water, earth, and wind. Naruto's is wind, wind, fire, and lightning. And let's just say water too. As they're shocked by this. They said both our children have, one of them has 3 chakra natures, while the other one has 4. And Naruto just shrugs and he goes, hey, what do you expect? You saw me spit out a fireball at the freaking Ninetales when I was just, how many minutes old? I said, wait, you remember that? It was like a course. I did that on purpose to him, showing who was boss. Stupid fox never even stood a chance. A mere baby able to do that much damage to him. As Nakara laughs and says, Kurama said you stop bringing that up. As they're like, well, huh? As he goes, alright, well, since I have to explain this now. Naruto can talk to the Nine Tails because of me, and he's been helping her train, get better chakra control. He's not making her chakra wonky anymore. He's not messing with it, and they became friends. Basically, her personality, happiness, and perkiness rubbed off on him, and being like him not being grumpy so much has made him basically like her as the very first human to ever call a friend. Me, on the other hand, we're just okay. And she goes, no, you know how many times he's talked about you? He's basically saying he can beat you, he can defeat you in a fight. Then he says he's always impressed at how strong you are, how strong you get, even with that seal that's on you that's technically not a birthmark. And then she goes, and I was not supposed to say that. As Kushina and Minato are like wondering what the. He goes, thank you, sis. Now I have to explain to them who I am. Alright, okay. So, here's the thing. I was not human before I died and was reincarnated into this world of ninjas. Okay? Let me explain who I am. And so he explains about his world, where he's from, who he is. Alright, so basically, Kushina and Minato are like, what? You're the king of all monsters. Your name is Godzilla, and basically you have fought beings that from other planets, even a robot version of yourself. And King Kodora? I have no idea how to pronounce his name right. Basically, three-headed monster that shoots lightning. That has wings and such. And he's like, yeah, I was able to. I defeated him. Well, that's why I'm the king. No one can ever defeat me. I'm that strong. As they go like, all right, okay, all right. Just how powerful are you truly? He goes, well, right now I'm at 20%, and with the chakra control to basically keep my strength at bay, I am basically just as a genin. But if I take the chakra control off, I'm a high tuning, but not high tuning, high joning. Well, beyond high joning. I actually can break this whole entire village with one punch. As they like, wait, what? He goes, yeah, wind pressure. That's how fast I can move my arm to throw that much force into it. And basically I can take out half of the village with just one punch. That's all. That's me at that's me at 10% only. And they like, we knew you were strong, but no, how are you? As Minato goes like, wait, so that means that look in your eye when we saw as you were a baby, that was, yep, just trying to show you who I was. And they basically then realize this is still our son, we love him. As they hug him, as they say, alright, Minato and Kushina hug him saying, we don't care, you're our son now, so doesn't matter. And he goes, I know, I love you too, mom and dad. He hugs them back, and he's like, good Naruto. And so, then, Minato starts to say, okay, since now, reform the wrestling on, as they do, as Naruto, says, now put some chakra nature into it. He goes, yes, try to focus some wind style or fire style into it, as Naruto puts in fire style, Naruto puts in wind style, and it's kind of hard to do, which Godzilla is saying, like, holy crap, this chakra stuff is hard to master sometimes. And yeah. So he wonders, could he also put his own, his old power into it? As in, when he's able to do that very easily, in which he was like, what the? Blue fires? He goes, oh yeah, this is my atomic breath, but in fire, like chakra form into this. He's like, oh yeah, you did explain about that, but technically it was a radiation energy, nuclear, whatever it's called. As he goes, yeah, Sage 6 Pass changed it a little, so still the same basics of it, just not as deadly to humans. I love this world, and it's ramen. And I don't have to fight no other monsters. You know how freaking annoying that is trying to protect the planet? It really is annoying. As, well, Minatoku says out loud, I bet. I know how that is with protecting this village if ever needs it. And Kushina's like, what do you mean? He's like, it's just I never thought that, well, the job of doing all this paperwork. That's the only downside of being king. You know, not the king, I mean, being Hokage. And then he goes, multi-shot Jutsu. And then Minatoku goes like, and then basically he goes to a tree and says, why, I didn't think of that, because he bashes his head into it. Then he comes back and goes like, alright, now then, this is how I will teach you the flying Raijin. And so, while this is all happening, Menma comes back and he sees Naruto and Nakura making the signs for the flying Raijin. Their own. They have to put a little bit of blood and their own chakra into it. But basically, since Naruto has, different, does have some seals, and he, Nakura is at least a 3rd level, and Menma is like 2 level. Naruto is a 6th level seal master, and so basically he's like this is, Minato goes, yes, now then, we're going to make you a special kunai that is like you, so he decides, so basically, he says, we're gonna, use this. As he says, this is a little technique I learned when first making these kunais. I have no special made, but this is what I have the paper, use my chakra to make the shape of the kunai. And so, Naruto and Nakura, use their chakra. Nakura is the same way with the kunai, but it has a different look. Instead of like Minato's, it's basically one blade and little prongs coming out. That's all. And then with Naruto, it's like a lightning bolt. And then kunai. And he goes, perfect. Now we just have to go to this guy that makes my kunais, and then we can test it out. But right now, that's all we can do with the flying Raijin. So far. You guys already got the seals. If you guys make these now, they will automatically have, it on. So keep these scrolls safe. As Naruto and Nakura nod, as then, Nakura put seals on her body, so does Naruto. Which Menma's like, the flying Raijin? What did I miss? As Menma, he goes, hey, Mom, Dad, what did I miss? And then Nakura just says, oh, just teaching his, his moves to us. As he's like, I missed this. He goes, isn't it? Naruto goes, yeah, you should have never went out with your friends. And he just starts walking past Menma as Menma, grabs Naruto's arm and goes, don't ever talk to me that way, demon. And then he goes, if I were you, I'd let go before you get burned a little. He goes, what do you mean? As then all of a sudden, Naruto's hair is starting to glow a little bit red, and a little bit of his body too, as it's burned, his burn form. As he goes, as he does feel his arm burn a little. He goes like, ah! As he goes, he goes, couldn't handle that. How lame. And he leaves. So, after that, everything goes similar. Menma, hates Naruto more. And so, we're gonna go to the choosing of the people, the teams. And I want to hear what you guys have to say about that. So, I will ask you to keep it in canon with Sakura on it, or would you like to have a different member on the team? Alright, so let me know, everyone. I want to hear what you have to say. So, bye, everyone. Have a nice night, day, wherever you are. Stay safe out there. Have a nice day. Bye, everyone.